Alright guys, it's been a while since I did a video, but I have a new mower that I want to do a brief, review on. Can't do a full review yet because I don't have that many hours on it yet, but I do have about 40 lawns that I cut with it so far on all different kinds. So when I picked up the mower, I think it only had like 2 hours, something like that. So it's got 7.6 right now. And I guess I'll give you a quick assessment of it. Not too quick. I want to do, I guess, a little bit of a thorough one. Since there's not a lot of reviews on this mower, I figure I should just do something to help somebody out. Because even when I was buying this, I honestly had no clue what I was getting into. So here goes, I guess, my assessment so far. All right, so what happened was I went to Ace Hardware. This is where I got this one from, and I used one of their financing options. The mower is between $6,000 and $7,000 depending time of day or whenever you buy it, and where you buy it from. And this is it's not fully commercial, I guess, but it is, you can treat it as such. It's definitely beefier than a homeowner edition, like a regular, Toro 50-inch, which is what I have, is just a regular residential mower. But even that one did, 4,000 to 5,000 homes in 3 years without completely breaking anything, other than a couple like little things like a deck crack and a couple deck dents. And I need a new carburetor on that one, and I think a starter eventually, and 3 parking brakes. But anyways, that's 3 years worth of damage to that. So this one is a 61-inch Stihl. The name is the RZ261. I just assume this, it's in the 200 series models, meaning it's not like they're bigger, 9 series or 7 series, whatever numbers that they have, which are, full commercial with the roll bar and everything. So this one, I'll just speak to this one because this is all I really know about the Stihl mower. I obviously wanted a Stihl mower. Eventually, when they came out, I wanted one, but I waited my chance to get one. I didn't want to be the first one to get one because they're technically newer. Even though it's a Ferris, apparently it's a Ferris skin or whatever you want to call it. Like, they built it off a Ferris mower. I don't know if they just painted it orange. I have no idea. I didn't really look into it, but I'll just tell you what I know about it so far. So the front tires, I believe, are they do have some air in them, but I've hit some stuff with them, and I think these are like a little bit more durable than like a cheapy front tire, but they're definitely not solid. I got solid ones for my Toro 50-inch off of eBay, and the solid ones are, you don't have to worry about getting flats. So you might still get a flat on this if you hit something really sharp. I haven't done too much as far as adjusting anything. So this is the way it came from the store. The shocks, I didn't adjust. There's shocks in the front, there's shocks in the back. They do have some adjustment capability. You could probably make them softer or even maybe stiffer. I don't know. Right now the front is stiffer than the rear, and it's okay. It's working fine for me. I do notice that on really bumpy yards, you will still get, harassed a little bit by the yard, but you're not getting beat up anymore by the yard. But mainly the benefit of the shocks, I'll just go into that right away, is that when you're climbing over little curbs and stuff, or little holes, you no longer will get jarred from not having a shock. So the shock has its purpose. It definitely is for your comfort for the most part. I don't really think it helps anything with the performance of the cut. Actually, it might have a downside aspect to it, but I can't prove that yet. But I did bottom out on a couple spots on this one person's yard, and it might have been due to hitting a root, a really hard firm spot, and then the mower coming down, which might be too soft of a setting. And so the deck might have bottomed out a little bit. Instead of cutting the yard at whatever max height I had at 4.5, it might have cut the yard at that 3 something. So, and it left a little yellow spot. So meaning I cut too low. Anyways, let's see what else I can go over. So anyways, the shocks are good. They're definitely better than not having them, but they're not like a huge improvement. I would say it's like a 50% improvement in your lifestyle as far as mowing. They don't really do any help for your seat comfort. This is still like the same spring my Toro 50-inch has, or a better spring, but I mean it's about the same. This seat is actually worse than my Toro seat. I hate to say that because I was hoping it would be better, but it feels a little stiff. Maybe it'll break in. I don't know. It's definitely harder and firmer. I have a cover on it right now. You could look up what the stock seat looks like because I don't feel like ripping it off right now. But this cover is kind of cool. I'll do a little review on this cover right now. It has like pockets that you can keep. I didn't even pop that one open, but there's 2 pockets. Sometimes I keep the key in there, but as my mistake I just learned right now, if you don't zip them up, sand and crap gets in it. So, and then there's these other little auxiliary pockets here on the side. So it's kind of a 5-pocket system. The reason why I opted for it right away and I had to beg Jesse at Maitland is because it was already fraying in the seat area underneath. So I was like, whoa, I'm going to damage this really quick because, you know, the goal is 200 lawns a month. And if I'm doing 200 lawns a month, this seat's going to get beat up. Even this seat cover's already got some fray on it. I don't know if you can tell from that. And that might just be from my pants or shorts hitting it. I don't know. This probably more likely like my key from I keep my key on the side might be hitting that, or my phone bag or my phone pouch or whatever. So I might not be doing that anymore. Anyways, Jesse gave me this strap, so it's kind of nice, you know. The one bad part about this mower is that, you know, if you lean over, and even if, I don't know, like even if you have it in, I want to say, sometimes I have my arms in like that, and I'm reaching over to like deal with the flap, and it'll cut off, you know. I don't like that because I'm leaning over or whatever. So I don't know, there's got to be a way to do that better. It's just a quirk because this has one extra safety than my Toro timecutter has. This one has this parking brake here, which the Toro has an automatic parking brake. When you put this out, the Toro goes into park. And this, you have to use this little thing. And if you put it just like a little bit like that, it's still considered, you know, not ready. You have to literally push it all the way forward. So that's kind of a weird situation. You got to get used to it. It's just a new thing to get used to. I don't like it, but I'm getting used to it. This thing is kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a sham, the slow and the full speed, because it seems to be like it only cuts well in full speed. It doesn't not cut well, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to ensure you're getting a good cut, it only goes full speed. There's no like extra, there's no like, you know, just under full speed. It's still sounds like it's still full speed even when it's not. So obviously there's turtle, but I don't know. My thoughts are kind of everywhere right now, but I'm trying to give it a linear review for you. So I'll work on this panel real quick as soon as that truck goes by. So as far as the panel is concerned, it's the same PTO, same carburetor. You know, I almost got the fuel injected one, but it's way more money. The key is the same, operations, everything. Not sure what goes there, probably something like fog lights or something. Hour meter. The one thing about this mower that you won't probably get used to, because most other mowers I've been on, they don't ever need the choke on every start. Like this mower, I don't know, this might be a negative for some people, but it is a full, every time you're gonna start it, you gotta get this thing all the way up, like all the way up. And then that'll help you start it. Because if you don't, the only other trick is if it has to be in a good mood, like this thing has to be in the right mood. You can put this almost to full, you know, full power, and then attempt to start it, and it might not need the choke. But for the most part, every damn time, I've got to use a choke to start this thing. So I don't know if that will break in later or not, but it's really kind of a frustrating thing because even my Toro is not that demanding, you know. This thing demands a choke every time. And Jesse told me that like up ahead, you know, like ahead of time that that's probably going to be a situation. This cap right here, I might have to do a review of it with Jesse because that sucker, no matter what, it's still leaking. I think it's a bad cap because I've cleaned this thing over and over and over and it keeps having a leak spot. So that cap is probably bad. So, and it is brand new, so I didn't do anything to it. Anyways, I'm gonna stay linear here, just not walk around too many around it. So, but this is the fuel tank. Obviously, it's clear, see-through. Right now, it says I'm quite close to full. That's almost full. But oh yeah, you can see it right there. You shake it, you can see the level right there. Get a better look at it. Let me shake it for you. So yep, so you can see the level visually. So unfortunately, there's no visual on the other side of this thing other than flipping the seat. The Toro has a visual window, which you don't really need one when you have this, but this is unreliable. So sometimes it shows empty too soon when it's actually not even empty, or it gets hung up a couple times. I noticed it got hung up saying it was full, and then I didn't pay attention, and then I went to go cut, and it was completely empty and died on me. So I don't know how that happened, but it's getting hung up either up or down, the little bobber in it. So yeah, I might have to change that. So I don't like that already. I have to warranty that one. As far as the back goes, all looks the same to me. I've never had a Briggs & Stratton. This one's 25 horsepower. I will do a full review on that later, but I'll give you a big synopsis right now. It is adequate is the right word. It's not overpowering. It's not underpowered. It is substantially adequate, I guess, is the best rating I could give it. It does a job basically. As long as you're in full speed, you're going to throw grass as far as you can possibly throw it, almost too far across the street, which sucks because then you got to blow it back on the yard that you just cut. So I don't know if you got to throttle down on your throttle so you don't, you know, go 50 feet across the street with blowing, because it'll do that. This thing is strong enough to throw grass all the way to, I want to say, that's got to be at least 15, 20 yards across the street. So not 20 people's yards, like 20 physical yards. Anyways, let's see, what else can I review? The deck selectors situation here is kind of not the best. Obviously the magnet one would be better. This has to be a click of some kind, you know, and it always has to be like in the locked up position, I think. I leave it in the highest setting for most of my yards because this thing does a really good job. Oh my gosh, why isn't it going in? See? Real-time issue here. I don't know why it's not going in. Maybe I have to get on. Hold on one second. Let's see. Real-time struggle. Okay. This is the issue right here. Okay, so I gotta use my foot probably to get to that one. Okay, so that one required a foot stomp just to get that one in. That's kind of annoying, but there is also this lever here, which I'm not used to. So you got to go like that to get it to unlock to your deck height that you've selected. There is a cool hack that I discovered. I put this bungee cord right here onto this piece right here, and then I'm able to float the deck while I'm riding. You know how sometimes you guys want to float the deck and, you know, do custom heights and cuts. You can do that with this being, you know, with some kind of pull to this so it never comes back to that. So you can do that. Or just get rid of, you know, the spring tension, or I'm sure you guys will come up with a better way than what I just showed you, but that's the way to float the deck, is to have a bungee cord, pull it away. What else can I go over? These little adjustment things, if you want to limit someone's power, you can stick this screw all the way further so it hits sooner. That way some new guy doesn't get the full, 8 to 10 miles per hour, because this thing scoots. It's definitely faster than the Toro 50-inch time cutter. It's twice as fast. And reverse is 4 times as fast as far as initiating reverse and actually get going. Reverse is probably the best feature on this mower by far, because you're able to turn around right away, get to your next direction without tearing up a lawn. Like these big tires here are kind of, they're definitely a great size. It's 22 by 11 by 10, and it's a 4-lug. So I'm sure you could fit tons of different wheel options and sizes on this thing. Even do a car show maybe, with it. I don't know. Probably slap some raised wheels on this thing. Who knows? But let's see, what else am I gonna go? Oh, the filter cover. Probably the second best feature of this thing is this air filter in 40 yards, guys. 40 yards, okay? I've only done 40 with this thing, and not once have I had to blow to clean this out. So if you're like me, you're gonna appreciate that. It has some dirt, but it's not like blow worthy. Like, I don't need to blow this out. It is very, I don't know what it's very tight. It's a tight seal. Like, you don't really need to, but I'm sure you just, take it out if you need to and put another one in. But I think I could go a really long time. Might be able to go, I dare say, over 200 cuts or 200 homes, and probably not need to really do a severe blow, action on that thing and clean it out. I don't think I could have to do that. I could skip it. Oh. Okay, hold on one second. Let me use my other hand here. Spinning for no reason here. Come on, guy. Okay, that one's not cooperating. Did I not line it up? Come on, dude. Okay, I didn't line it up properly. So I don't know anything about Briggs and Stratton as far as on 0 turns. I'm a Kawasaki guy. All my other mowers are Kawasaki. Like this one over here. I don't have the cover right now, but that's for sure Kawasaki. It seems to be reliable. I don't think I'm going to question its longevity. I think it will definitely be worth the investment. I didn't even ask what the warranties are. I bought it so fast and had to go, so I was in the middle of my day and still working. 2 cup holders, you got the McDonald's kitty cup one over here, and then you got maybe a Stanley will fit there. 2 USBs, but it's not like a Type C or anything. It's just like a regular standard USB 1.0. I don't know what's its charging speed. I haven't tried it. Gas cap is standard, nothing fancy there. It is a short string though. Stihl should definitely give a longer string, because that's some bull crap right there. Even that, to me is too short. I hate to say that. Hate to knock on that, but it's a little frustrating when it's like right there and you're trying to fill it. So it needs to be a longer string, and maybe I'll modify that myself. Just put a longer string. I don't know what you guys are excited for. I guess I'll start talking about the deck. The deck is a really good deck. I don't know what the gauges are, but it's beefcake, I don't think you have to worry much about it. You can step on here. It's got the chains for the floating deck situation. I don't know about height adjustment. I guess I could go up a link maybe. I don't know if that's recommended. I could put this up here and maybe get another more commercial height out of it. I could go probably, because right now 4.5 is really what it is, but maybe that'll give me maybe 5.5. I don't know. That looks like about an inch of a height change by going up one link. I don't know if they recommend that though. I don't know if there's room for such a thing, but there's got to be some kind of adjustability. Got a bunch of caps, and there's a Zerg right there. So so that needs some grease. I'm gonna hit this thing with a really negative aspect right now. There's a cover that goes here, and obviously most of us pulled this off right away, and you know, we don't want that being held up with dirt, you know, and sand. Here in Florida, we have a lot of sand on our lawns. As you can tell, there's sand right there. And this is from, like, no kidding, I washed this thing for like a full hour, rinsing the crap out of it. You just can't get all the sand off a deck in Florida. Like, if you do, you're just a miracle worker, because it gets into every crevice and does not want to leave. Let's see here. What do you call it? The rollers are pretty standard. It looks like there's no adjustability at all. It is what it is. They don't want you moving those. I don't know why. They kind of look a little stiff, and I haven't bottomed out. I don't cut that low, so let me put the deck lower though. So, you know what? Let's take a look underneath. I'm gonna put my phone under there. I didn't even look at what the blades look like. These are the blades. They look like straight blades. They're definitely not mulching blades. This is 40 lawns right here. I didn't do any hosing under here. So this is what it looks like. But yeah, it looks like just regular straight blades. And I even told that my ace guy, Jesse, I straight up told him, hey, I think I'm gonna stay with these blades. I really like them. You know, he's gonna get me a mulch kit and everything, but I only getting mainly fit for the flap, you know, because this flap is kind of a pain to deal with. Is it raining right now? Oh crap, hold on, I gotta close my door, it's raining. Oh. Okay. Anyways, this is the trailer that I use for it right now. Nothing fancy, just a 6x12 cheapy Lowe's trailer. But it works, you know. I did have to put this thing down because I'm trying to prevent it from getting all scratched up. See, there's already a scratch right there. I think I hit right there once. And then on the back, this thing right here is hitting my mower. So I'm getting some hits there already, right there. So there's just no room for me to separate the two, because I have to have them all nice and tight. I need another trailer, I think, to have 3 mowers, really is what I need. But I'll upgrade to that here in a little bit. What else am I missing? Let's see, let me move this down real quick. There's a chute. I guess I can lower it for you guys so you can see how low it goes. But so you can't even pull this, so you got to do that by being on it, I guess, and putting your foot on. Maybe that's a safety latch. Wow, that's crazy. It looks like a chopper. So let's see how far down it'll go. Oh, that bungee is actually holding it up, guys. That's crazy. That little bungee was holding up the whole deck. Right, so okay, so that's with no pin. So that's like all the way down. Let's see what it looks like. So that's all the way down, so you can see, you know, if you got anything you need to grab and pull by hand, some, you know, grass or debris, you know, or you just want to get your pulleys, you know, if you need to get to them. Let's see, the belt design looks, I mean, honestly, the belt design looks pretty dang standard to even the Toro. I don't see anything different out here. Transmission, this one has the 3100 transmission, or ZT, yeah, ZT 3100 hydro gear commercial. So that's the one commercial aspect of this mower is the transmissions. So that's bulletproof, and then you can have it serviced, which is amazing, because the Toro 50-inch timecutter I have 3 years. No, I don't even want to know what that oil looks like in that it's a fully sealed, you know, transmission. I'm waiting for it to pop or break because there's no way to change the fluid on it. So it was supposed to go a lifetime for most homeowners, but you know, this guy's using it for 5,000 plus lawns. So Yeah, every 3 years I'll probably hit 5,000 lawns. Let's see here. So the chute is standard. It's definitely durable if anybody cares about that. I've hit stuff with it and it's not tearing on my my trailer yet. So it's pretty beefy rubber. If it, if you guys are gonna keep that, because some people like to blow with that. I blow sidewalks with it for now, but that's definitely gonna change soon. There's an access screw in here so you can get to the deck better, but you still have to take it out. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the seat folds forward, same as the cheaper model mowers. This one's no exception. Still the same safety switch there, which is annoying. I hate it, but safety. So, let's see. I see some pneumatics down here. Oh, yeah, that's for the control arms. This has a little, what is this thing here? I'm not sure what this is. Let me see. Oops. Oh, that's your fuse cover, which is not really a good fuse cover. That is, you guys probably have to make sure that stays clean because that looks really cheap. Golly, that is a cheap fuse cover. Wow. That's not good. Let's see what else. Batteries standard. Nothing crazy. Everybody's got the same one. There's these two little wires. I'm assuming they're for the fog lights that I'm gonna get. Accessory to go there. It's got a couple fuel filters, looks like right here. 2 fuel filters, I think. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, that goes there. Try to see where it is. Oh, it's an overflow. Weird. It's got or maybe it's just a breather. It's a breather. I don't know. It's got a breather because look, it goes nowhere. So it's a breather filter. So this is a seal. Otherwise, this can't vent. It's a vent seal filter. So, anyways, that's interesting. None of my other mowers have that. Oil's probably the same. Probably the same 2 quarts. I don't know that for sure. So you guys check on that. Let's see here. Spark plug arresters, all the same. This inside there is already looking like, rusty, but that's just how it is. Unfortunately, it's not made out of adamantium, so it's gonna definitely rust. So overall, I like it. I love it. I can't say enough about it. I think everybody definitely should buy one of these. I would definitely buy another one just to have a spare 61 inch. I really want a 72 inch, but for me right now, 61 inch is definitely my go-to. I have some lawns that are, acre, and this bad boy will save me a solid 30 minutes for doing that one versus my 50 inch time cutter with a mulch kit on it, which is really not, desirable. You want it to be able to, expel the grass clippings. Let's see, what else am I missing? I don't want to just drag this on for no reason, but obviously the white is kind of, you're probably gonna mar that up pretty much. It's gonna get all damaged and ugly, I'm sure. The orange is awesome. You could probably find this papaya McLaren orange anywhere. The white rims, you could probably get white paint anywhere. This engine guard thing's pretty cool. I like that. I think that is it's not cut out. It's a stencil or something, or sticker. This is kind of beefy, so that's pretty substantial there. It does have a drain for your oil, so you don't have to worry about making a mess. Oops, oh God, just dropped my shades. Where's that oil drain thingy? Let's see if it's down here. What is that? Oh, that's the release for the transmission, hydraulic release. Fans are right there for cooling. There is a tow thing right here you can pull with. Where the heck is I thought I saw the oil spout thing. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on here. I thought I saw. I stepped on my shades. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. So this is nice. The oil drain thingy is right here. So it's in a little handle or place where it keeps it from getting lost or cut up or melted. So it's right there. So when you do your drain, good right there. It's on the left side, which my other mowers, this is on the right. This whole area is on the right side. So it's kind of weird being on the left side. I mean, even this one's on the right, see? Or actually, no, this one's on the left, but this is different orientation. But it's right there. My other one is on the right, my Toro timecutter, I'm pretty sure. There's some adjustment here too for the deck spring, I think. So if you have like a weak leg, you can probably adjust that to make it, I don't know, some kind of softer or something. I'm not sure. It's fine to me. I think, if you have normal strength, you'll be fine. But yeah, if you have really weak legs, I'd probably mess with that. One thing is don't put anything with your keys. So I already have like this line. That's kind of awful. That's my fault, not anybody else's. But guys, I think that's about it. I got to transition to, what I think about is performance now, I guess. It cuts really well. Obviously, you want to have it in full power for tall stuff. It does only cut at 4.5, guys, so don't assume it's going to cut, higher than that. Even with your foot on it, you're going to get only 4.75, not even quite the 5-inch height. You're not going to get it. You just will not. So I must stress that for most of you people, because I know some people really, you got to get that 5-inch cut, and this ain't going to do it. That standard B right over there will get the 5.5-inch cut, and the blade's adjustable in the height. So I can raise the blade like a 1/4 inch underneath with the adjustable little washers and stuff. So, and that one can cut really low and really high compared to this one. But the performance of this guy is hands down more powerful than that mower over there. And that's a commercial grade. For the most part, the standard B. They might say it's not commercial grade, but it really is. That thing's beat the heck up. I got that used, so but it's still going strong. That one, guys, man, this mower, I don't know if it's a right thing, but I've never touched the choke ever. I'm gonna do a review on this mower, but I've never touched a choke. So still, you guys got to figure that out, because that to me is quite literally the most frustrating thing in the world. But that's just me, so in my opinion. I can get around it. I can make it work for me, but in my mind, it's a little annoying. What else? So yeah, a good example. Let me end this video on this note. The best example of why you should buy this mower, to me, is that it literally, if you are coming from a 48, 42, 52, 54-inch like deck size, this guy will knock 20 minutes plus, depending on the lot size. My normal lots that took 40 minutes to complete is now taking me 20 something minutes, 20, 25, Even some of my big lots that were taking like 45, 50, like a two for basically two houses next to each other, about at least half an acre. That would take me to edge and weedy, treetop, all this stuff. And treetop is a term that I coined. I don't know what you guys actually call it, but it's when you edge, with your blade, and then you got it, the stragglers are still up there and you don't do it with the mower. I call it tree topping. I don't know why, I just call it that, but I walk around with a weed eater and a tree top, and I have my workers tree top. And they know when I put a T with my hand signal, they know, hey, go tree top. Anyways, with everything being done, blown and everything, that one lot used to be 45 to an hour for two houses. And this guy did it in between 27 and 35 minutes. Somewhere in there, we had a blower issue, so couldn't get the proper timing. But 27 and 30 minutes, or 35 minutes versus 45 to an hour. I mean, that's a substantial, you know, improvement in performance and my time being used more wisely. Obviously, if I had a 72, that would, you know, exponentially be faster, but that costs 10 grand more. Do I want to spend the 10 grand more just to be 10 more minutes faster? I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. But this is substantially 20 minutes and then some for me in my days. I did, on the very first day, I was able to do 18 lawns. Obviously, I had a good route, but normally that would not be the case with my 50-inch. I fight for 10 a day with that 50-inch, and now I'm going beyond 12, 14, comfortably, 20s, you know, if I really want to push my route to be more expedited, you know, right, like a good route, you know, when you got things are close and nobody wants to talk to you and hang out and BS with you and, you know, slow you up. So hopefully this is a good review for you guys. Please ask me questions, because I'm trying to think of everything that I need to go over, but watch this video maybe a couple of times so you can really get what I'm trying to put down, you know. Hopefully that washer is not disturbing you guys in this video. I'm just trying to clean my rags and stuff. So I'm gonna pause that. What else? Tires are good. Oh, the tires are 22 PSI is what Jesse at Ace in Maitland says. Go see him, by the way. He's an awesome dude. Probably the friendliest Ace guy you'll ever meet and most capable. He's actually a talented mechanic and just a good, overall good individual. Just awesome dude. I go to him for everything. He's got my 50-inch right now, and he's overlooking that for me, and he fixed a weed eater with a broken clutch like in 2 seconds for me the other day. So that's a plug for Jesse at Ace in Maitland. Ace Hardware. It's a tools Ace company. They're my primo spot to go to when I ever really need something. But yeah, Stihl did a good job with this, or Ferris, whoever you want to give credit to. I like it a lot. The seat cover definitely is a bonus. Get that. The pin selector thing, you're gonna have to get used to that sucker. It's not the best versus their magnet version, which is better. You know, I got to compromise to save money. This is a $6,000 mower that performs like a $10,000 mower. You can't ask for more than that. Man, it's just a really good mower. I love it for the most part. You know, if the Toro timecutter could do as good as, you know, I didn't expect it to do, I know this is going to go beyond, in a way, far and away more, you know, like better experience in the next 3 years. I just know I'm going to love this thing. You're going to have to pry this out of my hands, like, if you want this from me, because I'll probably never let it go. I mean, I might keep this like forever. I just love it. It's that nice of a mower. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of how well it cuts. It's a one passer. That's, you know, you got to get to the end of the video to really get the reason for this video is that this is a one pass mower, meaning you go and you cut once, don't have to come back that way. You know, it's got the revolutions for the spin, the blade spin. I don't know, it's just amazing. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna stay with the original blades, because Stihl's got it dialed in for a one cut pass. Even with those stupid little whiskers that stick out on the lawns, it gets those. The speed is there as far as the cut speed, and it's deliberate. I mean, you point and shoot with this thing. This is one of those accurate rifles. If you were looking at guns, this is a killer. You will definitely get, you know, headshots with this thing. If if you want to talk about guns in relation, this is a good one. So this is your 5.56 all day, every day. So I love it. It's a good mower. I don't really know what else to say. I'll end the video now. Stihl did a good job. Obviously, their bigger, better mowers are better than this one. Hard to imagine, because this one does everything quite right, except for a couple quirks. So I hope you guys like this video, and hopefully I addressed everything. I'm trying to think before I sign off if there's anything I missed. Oh my God, yeah, I did miss one thing. The covers are here. I took them off. They're heavy and substantial. Save weight, take them off. I don't know. Put them back on. That's up to you. You make the decision. It's 3 bolts to remove right here. For the new guys, I know you guys are scared to take stuff apart, but 1, 2, 3, and then 1 right here. There's just 1, 2, and then 3 right there. Comes right off, easy peasy. It's a, what size was that? It's a 13, I believe, 13 millimeter. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure about it. But 13 millimeters, just take those off, and then you won't have to worry about your belt getting ripped up by a branch that's stuck under there and sand eating your deck. I mean, the belt is big. I don't think I'm gonna have a belt being cut or destroyed anytime soon, but always good to have a spare belt, so do that. If you're a busy person, always have one in your truck. This right here is a little bit of chafing because this is moving, you know, so that's your chafe right there from the parts touching. So they did a good job putting that there. As you can tell, there's, you know, wear because it's going up and down. Oh boy, if I forget anything, I guess I'll make a separate video of things I missed, but otherwise everything else is every 0 turn is all standard, you know, forward, back, nothing crazy there. A couple adjustments, capability here, you know, 3 positions. I like it where it's at. Maybe it's a bit of a reach for full, you know, if you want to go like full speed, it's a bit of a reach for me. I'm only 5'7", so my arms aren't quite that long, but otherwise I haven't had to adjust the seat at all for my legs or arms. I just go with it the way it came out the store. So out the box, it's perfect for me. So I haven't messed with this front thingy here at all. I don't know. I assume that's just some kind of adjustment for the deck or to hold it up. That's it, guys. So hopefully you like this video and share it. Subscribe. I will do more, I guess, lawnmower videos because people seem to like them. There's my best, you know, parts on my channel, I guess. And then I'll do this one next. If anyone's curious, let me know. I'll do a video for this. If not, then I won't. But if you guys wanted a full long-term video, I'll do one of this one. And that too is one of my favorites. But I'll go into that on the other one. So, all right. Thanks, guys, and have a good cut day.